Good morning, students. Today we are going to complete the questions based on hyperbola. Very few questions are left. After that, we will start the next chapter, that is 3D. I am reading the question, example 6 of page number 27.10. Refer to the principal axis as the axis of coordinates. Find the equation of the hyperbola whose foci are at 0, plus or minus root 10 and which passes through the point 2, 3. See, you are given that foci are plus or 0, plus or minus root 10 and the hyperbola is passing through the point 2, 3. Since the foci are on y-axis, that is foci is on y-axis, foci lies on y-axis, that implies the equation of the parabola will be the second type, that is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1. Since the focus lie on y-axis, equation of the parabola, equation of the parabola b, let me check, equation of the hyperbola is either you can write minus x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, but I told you if you want to take all this in positive term, it will be in the form x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1. Now 1 passing through which point? Now you have to find the values of a square and b square by the given condition. Now 1 passes through which point? 1 is passing through the point 2, 3. That implies by replacing it, you will get 4 by a square gives 4 by a square minus, this is 3. 4 by a square minus 9 by b square equal to minus 1. Now, you know that this transverse axis is y-axis. The relationship between a square, b square and e square is a square is equal to b square into e square minus 1. यहाँ आपके ये ट्रांसवर्स एक्सिस वाई एक्सिस बन रहा है, तो रिलेशनशिप इज बिटवीन a square, b square and e square is a square equal to b square into e square minus 1. So that you can replace a square by that formula. That implies b square into e square minus 1 minus 9 by b square is equal to minus 1. Now you are given foci equal to 0, plus or minus 10. That means 0, plus or minus be. For that you can change this as 4 by be whole square minus b square minus 9 by b square is equal to minus 1. Now be value you can put as root 10. That becomes be is equal to root 10. That is be is equal to root 10 implies b square is square equal to 10. That becomes 4 by 10 minus b square minus 9 by b square is equal to minus 1. This question is little bit lengthy, so that I have to rub the board frequently. That means by taking LCM, you will get 4b square minus 9 into 10 minus b square minus 9 into 10 minus b square, by taking the denominator to right side, minus b square into 10 minus b square, minus b square into 10 minus b square. Now this become, now by opening this we will get 4b square minus 9 into 10 minus b square equal to minus b square into 10 minus b square. Now if you multiply it, 4b square plus 9b square, that is 13b square minus 9 into 0, that is 9 into 10 is 90 is equal to minus 10b square plus b raised to the power 4. Now by converting this in the quadratic equation in terms of b square, इसको quadratic term में equation में change करेंगे, b square में quadratic equation में आएगा, that is b square b raised to the power 4 minus 23b square, b raised to the power 4 minus 23b square plus 90 is equal to 0. That is this is a quadratic equation in terms of b square, not b. ये b square में quadratic equation बन रहा है, b में नहीं है. Now by splitting middle you will get b raised to the power 4 minus 23b square plus 90 equal to 0. By splitting middle you will get here b square minus, that I will not show you, you have to do by yourself, b square minus 18 into b square minus 5 is equal to 0. That implies b square minus 18 equal to 0 or b square minus 5 is equal to 0 implies b square is equal to 18 one value or b square equal to 5. Now we found two values of b square. Now you have to find the value of a square. How you can find values of a square? A square can be found using the formula a square is equal to b square into e square minus 1 as I told you. Now a square is equal to b square into e square minus 1 since the conjugate axis transverse axis is y axis, that is be whole square minus 1. Be is 10 minus b square, 10 minus b square. First of all, take the value of b square equal to 18. B square equal to 18 gives a square is equal to 10 minus 18, that is minus 8. Square of a number is negative, that is not possible. NP means not possible. Now which value is possible? Now one more value is remaining, that is b square equal to 5 gives in this equation from 1. It will be equation number 2. 1 already हमने substitute किया. This is equation 2. This is from 2 if you want. Why this value is not possible? Since square can't be negative, this is not possible. B square equal to 5 gives, it is 5. Now a square is equal to 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. That means we got the value of both a square and b square equal to 50. Therefore, equation of the required hyperbola is x square by a square, that is x square by 5 minus y square by b square, y square by 5 is equal to minus 1. Now if you want to put as it is, otherwise if you want to take LCM, इसको यहाँ छोड़ भी सकते हैं. अगर आप LCM लेना चाहते हैं, then becomes x square minus y square equal to minus 5. This question is very important. Now next question is, तो इसमें हमको ये फॉर्मूला याद करना है b स्क्वायर और a स्क्वायर का रिलेशन a स्क्वायर इक्वल टू b स्क्वायर इंटू e स्क्वायर माइनस 1 if the transverse axis is y axis. If transverse axis is x axis, then b square equal to a square into e square minus 1. ये दोनों फॉर्मूला आपको अच्छी तरह याद होना चाहिए एलिप्स में भी as well as hyperbola में भी. Next is example 7. Page number 27.10. I am reading the question. Find the equation of hyperbola. The length of whose lattice rectum is 8 and eccentricity is 3 by root 5. Now lattice rectum or eccentricity we don't know which equation is to be taken. Like in the case of ellipse, when until and unless we are not given anything related to question, we used to take a is greater than b. Same in this question, we are not given anything related to the foci or transverse and conjugate axis. You can take transverse axis is x axis. Now let the required equation of the hyperbola be x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1. Now you are given that length of lattice rectum LR is equal to 8. That implies 2b square by a is the formula for finding lattice rectum, implies b square equal to 4a. Now you are given eccentricity is 3 by root 5. Now but you know that we are taking transverse axis is the x axis. The formula for finding b square, a square and e square, the relationship between b square, a square and e square is b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. That implies b square is equal to 4a आपको मिला हुआ है. That implies they are replacing b square equal to a square into e square minus 1 in this equation. This one will get a square into e square minus 1 is equal to 4a, implies, let me check, b square equal to a square into e square minus a square into e square minus 1 equal to 4a. That implies 1a is getting cancelled, a into e square minus 1 equal to 4, and by replacing the value of e equal to 3 by 5, e into 9 by 5 minus 1 equal to 4. That implies a is equal to a into 4 by 5 is equal to, let me complete it, a into 4 by 5 is equal to 4, implies a equal to 5. That means you got the value of a equal to 5. Now we can find the value of b square using this equation. in this equation, by putting a equal to 5, you get b square equal to 4 into 5 implies b square is equal to 20. That means you got the value of a equal to 5 and b square equal to 20. Then putting the values of a and b in the standard equation, you will get by putting a equal to 5 and b square equal to 20, that will be equation number 1. In equation 1, we get x square by 25 minus y square by 20 is equal to minus 1. So this is plus 1, sorry. This is, since it is, we are taking transverse x-axis, x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 होता है. अगर transverse axis y-axis होता है तो minus 1 होता है. So it is corrected as 1. So the equation of the hyperbola is x square by 25 minus y square by 20 equal to 1. Now next question is, all questions you have to do 2-3 times, otherwise you will get confused. Example, next example is example 8, page number 27.11. I am reading the question. This question is also important. The foci of a hyperbola coincides with the foci of the ellipse x square by 25 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. Find the equation of hyperbola whose eccentricity is 2. You are given that foci of a hyperbola coincide with foci of ellipse and whose equation is given as x square by 25 plus y square by 9 is equal to 1. So you have to find the foci of this ellipse so that you can take the foci of the given hyperbola is the foci of this ellipse. This can be written as x square by 5 square plus y square by 3 square is equal to 1. A equal to 5, b equal to 3. That is, a is greater than b. If a is greater than b, the formula for finding eccentricity is, because finding foci you have to take the formula plus or minus a is 0. A we got, e we have to find out. That is under root of 1 minus b square by a square. That is under root of 1 minus 9 by 25. That is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Now therefore foci are plus or minus ae comma 0. That is plus or minus a is 5 into 4 by 5 comma 0. That is equal to plus or minus 5 comma 0. Now you have to find eccentricity of hyperbola so that you can equate the foci. Let E dash be the eccentricity of the given hyperbola. Eccentricity of the given hyperbola. Now then what will be the foci? Foci becomes, then foci is equal to plus or minus a dash e dash comma 0, since we have taken transverse axis is x-axis. Now we can find, you are given that let me check one more. This is wrong, this is plus or minus 40. Here plus or minus 5 into 4 by 5 are getting cancelled, plus or minus 40 isko correct karna. Now you are given that as per given question a dash e dash is equal to plus or minus a dash e dash equal to plus or minus 4. इसको वापस correct करना, वापस मैं बोल रही हूँ 5 into 5 and 5 are getting cancelled, plus or minus 40. I have written it wrongly, plus or minus 50. Now what you are given, a dash e dash equal to 4. Now e dash is what? E dash, the eccentricity of the given hyperbola is given as, e dash is given as 2. That implies a dash into 2 is equal to 4 implies a dash equal to 2. हमको a dash आ गया because you are given the eccentricity of the given hyperbola is 2. Now we have to find what? We have to find b dash. B dash square, b square equal to a square into e square minus 1 is the transverse axis is x axis. B dash square is equal to a dash square into e dash square minus 1. Now we can find the value, that is b dash square, a dash square is 4, e dash square is 4, 2 square 4 minus 1, that is 4 into 3, that is equal to 12. That means you got b dash square is equal to 12 and a dash equal to 4. Therefore, the required equation of the hyperbola, therefore, the equation of the hyperbola is, we assumed as, is x square by a dash square, because we assumed as semi-transverse axis a dash, semi-transverse axis a dash and semi-conjugate axis b dash. X square by a dash square upon y square by b dash square equal to 1. By replacing the values of a dash and b dash, you will get, that gives, implies x square by 4 minus b square is, b dash square is 12, y square by 12 is equal to 1. This is the required equation of hyperbola. In this question, first of all, we have found the focus of ellipse and we equated that focus with hyperbola, so that we can find the value of a dash using given a dash. Then we find b dash and square and put in the standard equation. Next question is example 10. Example 10 of page number 27.12. I am reading the question. That's find the equation of hyperbola whose foci are 8,3 and 0,3 and eccentricity is 4/3. Now foci are given. First foci, let S is first focus and second focus is S dash. S is given as 8,3 and S dash is given as 0,3. Let me check. And how we can find center? Center is the midpoint of the line segment joining both the foci. Center is equal to midpoint of S dash. So we can find midpoint using the formula x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, 3 plus 3 by 2, that is 4,3. Now here again the concept of shifting origin is coming. Small x equal to capital X plus 4, small y equal to capital Y plus 3. From this capital X equal to small x minus 4, capital Y equal to y minus 3. Therefore, equation of hyperbola is, by using the concept of shifting origin, we will get x minus 4 whole square by a square plus, why this minus sign is coming, I have written clearly, y minus 3 upon b square is equal to 1. This is equation number 1. Now what you have to find out? You have to find the values of a square and b square. How we can find? You are what is the distance between s and s dash? Distance between s and s dash. The distance s dash equal to AE होता है. How we can find distance between s and s dash? Using distance formula, 0 minus 8 whole square plus 3 minus 3 whole square is equal to AE. Implies AE is equal to 8. You got the value of AE is equal to 8. That implies 2AE equal to 8 implies AE equal to 2AE is equal to, distance between two foci are 2AE. 2AE is equal to 8. That implies AE equal to 4. Distance between two foci is found out using the formula as, once again I am explaining, distance between two foci s dash is equal to 2AE. If it is transverse axis is x-axis, distance between two vertices a dash equal to 2a. Distance between center and one focus is AE. ये सारे फॉर्मूला आपको याद करना है. S dash is 2AE, A dash 2A, CS equal to S focus, C center, AE. Now you got the value of AE equal to 4. Now what else you are given? You are given eccentricity is equal to 4/3. That implies A into 4/3 is equal to 4. Let me check once more. That implies A is equal to 3. Now we have to find the value of B. B, as usual, B square is equal to A square into E square minus 1. Since the transverse axis is x-axis, implies B square is equal to 9 into 16 by 9 minus 1 4/3 whole square. That is, by solving it, you will get 9 into 7 by 9, that is 7. Now we got the values of A square and B square. A equal to 3, so that A square equal to 9, B square equal to 7. Now equation 1 becomes, the otherwise required equation of hyperbola is x minus, shifting origin क्या था? X minus 4 whole square, that is equation 1. X minus 4 whole square by A square minus y minus, what is the next one? 3 whole square by B square equal to 1 था. a is to be replaced by 9 minus y minus 3 whole square by b square is 7. This is b square, that is b square is equal to 7. By x minus 4 whole square by 9 minus y minus 3 whole square by 7 equal to 1. If you want to solve it further, इसको squaring करके if you want to put in standard form, you get 7x square. I will not show the step. 9 minus 9y square minus 56x plus 54y minus 32 equal to 0. In this question, we have used the concept of shifting origin as well as the formula b square equal to a square b square minus 1. Now, next question is last question of the topic, hyperbola. This question you may expect for 1 mark. Example 11 of the same page number. I am reading the question 27.12. I am reading the question. If E and E dash are the eccentricities of the hyperbola and its conjugate, prove that 1 by E square plus 1 by E dash square equal to 1. So you are given eccentricities of two hyperbola which are conjugate to each other. Let the given hyperbola be x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 with eccentricity E. Now then the equation of the conjugate hyperbola, conjugate कैसे करेंगे? -1 आ जाएगा, ये माइनस हो जाएगा, ये प्लस हो जाएगा, उसको स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में करते हुए -1 आ जाएगा. Equation of the conjugate hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to -1. Let it you are given eccentricity is E dash. Now, what is the formula for finding eccentricity of first hyperbola? E. Since transverse axis is x-axis, you can find the eccentricity of first hyperbola using the formula 1 plus b square by a square. That implies root a square plus b square by a square. Now, if you take square, that implies is because you have to prove that 1 by e square plus 1 by e dash square equal to 1. So that you have to take square. E square is equal to a square plus b square upon a square. This is equation number 1. Now e dash is the conjugate, the eccentricity is the conjugate hyperbola, so that this will get interchange, so that it becomes 1 upon a square. ये आपस में interchange हो जाएगा 1 plus a square by b square, that is under root of a square plus b square upon b square. Therefore e dash square is equal to a square plus b square upon b square. Now how we can find the required result? Required result is 1 by e square plus 1 by e dash square. If you take the reciprocal, it becomes 1 by a square plus b square upon a square. Let me write first of all plus 1 by a square plus b square upon b square. You change the numerator a square upon a square plus b square plus b square upon a square plus b square. By taking LCM, a square plus b square, a square plus b square, that is again a square plus b square is coming in numerator, that is equal to 1. That means if the given hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, then its conjugate hyperbola is x square minus x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to -1. Then the formula for finding the eccentricity, first one is root 1 plus b square by a square, again root 1 plus a square by b square. This much is the questions related to hyperbola. I will just start the next topic, next chapter, and we will continue in the next class. That is 3-dimensional geometry is the next chapter. Very small chapter and very little bit content is here in class 11th, but in class 12th we can find a number of new topics in 3D. That means 3-dimensional geometry. What is 2-dimensional geometry? Two perpendicular lines, one horizontal, one vertical, will divide the whole plane into 4 parts. That is called quadrants. And quadrants are named as 1, 2, 3, that you know in your over class of 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise, 3 mutually perpendicular lines in a plane. If I am taking this chalk box, this is x-axis and this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. All the 3 are mutually perpendicular. These 3 mutually perpendicular lines divide the whole space into 8 parts. Each part is called octant. But in 2-dimensional plane, we can draw 3-dimensional figure like that. 2 dimension में 3 dimensional ऐसे ही draw कर सकते हैं. This is x, this is y and this is z. As I told you, this is if I am taking like this is x, this is y, this is z. ये पूरे स्पेस को 8 पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं. ईच पार्ट को कहते हैं ऑक्टेंट. नाउ if this is positive, now it will go in this way x dash. If it is positive side, the negative side is y dash. If it is positive upwards, negative side is y dash. It will divide the whole space into 8 parts and each part is called octants. And octants का नेमिंग करना कोई जरूरी नहीं है, but it is given in your book octant 1, octant 2. We can identify octants like this. First of all, take x or y z. That is a plane. X, where is x or y z? ये आपको इमेजिन करना पड़ेगा. आप अपने रूम में देखिए, this is x axis, this is y axis, z axis. तो पूरा स्पेस को वो बीच में रखेंगे स्पेस कमरे का, तो वो पूरे रूम को 8 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करेंगे. नेक्स्ट में क्या करेंगे आप, x और y डैश z डैश लेंगे, y डैश z लेंगे, फिर z डैश लेंगे, फिर तीनों डैश लेंगे, फिर दो डैश वाले लेंगे. In this way we can find the octants. That means I just introduced the topic 3-dimensional geometry. For that, first of all, we have explained 2-dimensional geometry. 3-dimensional geometry, there are 3 axes: x axis, y axis, and z axis, and it divides the whole space in 8 parts called octants. And we will continue this chapter in the coming class. I hope that you understood today's topic. See you again in the next class. Thank you.